Hello everyone and welcome to Little Sprout's Storytime, our preschool ages 3 to 5 story time, but anyone can join in here at Clark County Public Library. I'm Miss Alissa and thank you for joining us today. So I've got some stories today that'll really be a real hoot, if you don't mind my saying so. And I know I'll be glad to have you listening to me. Can you guess what we're talking about today? Owls! One of our favorite creatures of the night. I know that I have a fondness for owls since I was little, and I'm glad to share some stories with you today. And these are being read with permission from Simon & Schuster. Okay, so our first story today is called Cockadoodle Hoo by Mick Manning and Britta Granstrom, published by Good Books and imprint of Simon & Schuster. Cockadoodle Hoo by Mick Manning and Britta Granstrom. One stormy night, an owl walked into a farmyard. He was cold, lost, and lonely, with no place to go. So he squeezed through a hole in a shed. Oh, that sounds terrible. It was warm and cozy in there, and he fell fast asleep. Just like when you've had a bad day and you go home and you just snuggle up into your bed. Same sort of feeling, right? In the morning, Owl woke to a nip and a pinch. He heard clucking and squawking. He was surrounded by bony feet and beady eyes. He was in a hen house. Uh-oh. He's no hen. He's no rooster. We need a rooster. What a shame. We could give him a try. Who? Can he peck like a rooster? Said one bossy hen. Owl tried to peck. The hens awarded him no points for pecking. Can he scratch like a rooster? Owl tried to scratch. No points for scratching. Can he cockadoodle like a rooster? Owl tried a cockadoodle. Whoo! No points for cockadoodling. What a clown! What a loser! He'll have to go. Are those very nice things to say about someone, even if they're not good at something? Woo-hoo! Cried Owl sadly. He liked the warm, cozy hen house and the yard dappled with spring sunshine. The speckled hen put her bony wings around him. I'll teach you how to be a rooster, she clucked. And she did. Owl learned how to march up and down, guard the hen house, and puff out his feathers. He was doing very well. Until the other hen said, "Try and cockadoodle." Owl tried very hard. He tried his best. But he was just an owl after all, and he just hooted like an owl. Whoo! The other hens were not impressed. Goggle eyes, a rooster must cockadoodle. All he does is hoot. What sort of an egg did you hatch out of? A square one? Hearing those kind of things being said about you doesn't feel very good, does it? Yeah, he really does not look happy at all. Owl got cross, which is another way to say that you're upset. He'd had enough. He was hungry and he was fed up with the silly hens. So he said, "I'm an owl, not a fowl. Owls aren't hens. We hoot in the moonlight. We don't peck corn. We catch. What do owls catch? Rats! Squawked the hen, peering into the hen house. A rat! A rat is in our hen house. rat was stealing eggs, eating corn, chasing chicks. When Owl heard this, he pricked up his ear tufts, he flexed his sharp claws, and stretched his soft wings. Then, silently as a floating feather, he flew across the hen house. Snip, snap! He caught the rat and gobbled it up. The rat was tasty and delicious. The hens were speechless. They fussed around Owl in a flurry of feathers and clucks. Our very own special rooster, our beautiful little goggle-eyed rooster, our hero, our rat-catching owl. And Owl puffed out his chest with a swagger and shouted, "Cockadoodle hoo!" The end. That was a fun story. Now for our next story, it's a real whodunit. In Hoover Owl Detective by Jason Gallagher, illustrated by Jess Powell, published by McElroy Publishing, an imprint of Simon & Schuster. I wonder who the culprit is. Hoover Owl Detective by Jason Gallagher and illustrated by Jess Powell. Hoover Owl Detective was on the lookout for his next case. He always tried to keep his neck of the woods safe. That's when he found Perry the possum, lying awfully still. What do you folks know about possums? Hoover poked, Hoover pushed, Hoover pulled. Nothing. Hoover had found his next case. What was the possum doing? Possums play dead, don't they? Well, I think he played a little too well. Poor Perry, Hubert said. I will find out who done it. Hubert ruffled his feathers. I need to find a clue. A good detective always finds a clue. Aha! Feathers, Hubert said. Wait, whose feathers are those? That must mean it was you. You whacked Perry with your wicked wings. Debbie gasped. Oh, what a quack! It wasn't me, Hubert. It's true. Not guilty. You see, it was... Who? Cried Hubert. Hubert cried. Who? Who done it? I need to find an eyewitness. A good detective always finds an eyewitness. You there. Did you see what happened to poor Perry? This is leading nowhere. Ah! Perry is wet, Hubert said. That must mean it was you. You soaked Perry in your sickening slime. Freddie croaked. I'm moist, not slimy. It wasn't me, Hubert. It's true, not guilty. You see, it was... Who? Hubert cried. Who? Who done it? Aha! The getaway trail, Hubert said. A good detective always follows the getaway trail. I think Perry's getting a bit annoyed, huh? Aha! The trail led to the hideout, Hoover said. That must mean it was you. You thumped Perry with your terrible tail. Becky huffed. Unbeaverable. It wasn't me, Hubert. It's true. Not guilty, you see. It was... Who? Hubert cried. Who? Who could have done this to Perry? That's when Perry shuddered and shivered and stood straight up. It was you! Perry shouted. What a twist. Perry, you're alive, Hubert said. But what's all this nonsense about me being the culprit? It wasn't me, Perry. It's true. Not guilty. You see, it was you, Perry said. You scared me. Your terrifying talons gave me such a fright, I played dead. That's what possums do. Hubert laughed. Terrifying talons? These are just my feet. They're used for perching atop trees as I look for evildoers. See? Hubert proudly flashed his talons. Unfortunately, Perry wasn't expecting this. What? Poor Perry, Hubert said. I will find out who done it. The end. I think the culprit was right under his nose, huh? Or beak, I guess you could say, since he's an owl. All right, so for our craft today, it's pretty simple. Owls! I used to make these when I was in like first grade, so I'm sure you all have all the skills to do this. What you'll need is a square piece of paper. So have your big person cut out a square, and then you fold in 3 of the corners to make the body. And then you can cut out some eyes, or you can draw them on. I used a bit of orange construction paper for the beak, yellow for the eyes, and then I drew in pupils. You can also draw like bars or stripes, because some owls have stripes or bars. Maybe ask your big person if you can look up pictures of owls to get some ideas of how to decorate it. And you can use white or gray or brown or black if you want to make it look realistic. Or you can use whatever color you want, because maybe it's a magical owl. I don't know. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you had a hoot. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. See ya.